team, Dr. Gary here on the road and cruising around. Name of our company is Healthcare Practice Sales LLC, and our website is www.dentalpracticeguide.com. We are brokers for dental practices. We're involved in the sale of a dental practice between buyer and seller. We've been doing this for 11 years. We now have, in fact, we just hired another person today. I think we're at eight employees. We have a good team, including 2 CPA accountants, which helps a lot. All the information you hear is for entertainment purposes. This is not legal or business advice, so always speak to your professionals for that. So today, and again, our number is 201-663-0935. Call us anytime if you want free consultation. Also free appraisals on your dental practice. We'll be there. We'll help you out because we're the only brokers that I'm aware of that has 2 CPA accountants on staff. So today, we had a buyer, and generally a buyer you'll find that's really interested in something, within about 48 to 72 hours, they call you. It's some golden hours. 48 to 72 hours, you're getting a phone call if they really like something. I showed a pedodontist a practice, but that was like 5 days ago. We didn't hear from her. Then all of a sudden, I think it was on Sunday, we did hear from her. And it was a building and a practice. Now, it was a GP dentist, but this doctor was thinking that she wouldn't mind having GP dentistry. Maybe she'd hire somebody and she can grow her pedo practice. This was in an affluent area, gorgeous build out. It was 3.5 years old that the doctor spent almost over $900,000 to build the office, 2,500 square feet, gorgeous. This is a cellar, granite countertops, everything. And I saw the receipt, so I know what they spent. Yeah, you could say they overspent it, but they did it right, and it was gorgeous. And also the real estate was for sale, and she was asking above the market value for the dental practice, beyond the market value. And but sometimes it's like, especially in this situation here, where the pedodontist was thinking about opening up their own office. That would take forever, 6 months to a year, cost you $400,000 or $500,000, and you have no patience. Here you have a gorgeous office and a building with rental income, about $4,000 rental income, aside from the dental office. I think it was a psychologist or something else, maybe another professional in there, combined about $4,000 a month. So you have a building with $4,000 a month. You have your dental office on the other side. That covers, a good portion of your mortgage and your taxes. And probably if you were to rent the office, the seller wants to sell everything as a package. If you were to rent it, your monthly rent would be higher than your mortgage. So it just doesn't make sense. It was a good opportunity, especially for somebody that was ready to build something. Okay? She could have sold off the GP charts, possibly. Maybe you get 25, 30 cents on the dollar. Or you incorporate that into your practice, treat the patients, hire another GP maybe. And because she wasn't going to build her practice relying on referrals from the GP. She was going to go to the insurances, do internal marketing. It was a wealthy area. So she was going to do direct marketing to the consumer. And it was a very nice package. And she writes back today that it's out of our budget. It's kind of above our range. Well, I told her, I said, wait a minute now. We can get you the finance most likely. And of course, you'd have to confirm everything with your attorney and your accountant to make sure you can handle the note. But if you're going to build something, it's like, it doesn't make sense not to grab something like this. It's already built, it's finished, you can walk in condition, and you have $400,000 some odd dollars worth of patients to work on. Practice is 3.5 years old, and they were doing $400,000 on 1 day a week because they had another practice elsewhere. So she could definitely get a GP in to do some of the dentistry, and from those GP patients, build her pedo practice. So I said to her, look, if you're still looking in our county, I don't have anything else like this, and me to find something in the zip code you want, And to have a building like this with rental income on a main road with a gorgeous drop dead office, how am I going to find that for you? It may take years to find it again. It's just not that easy. Just because it's a little out of your budget, talk to your accountant, talk to the bank. Maybe we can work something out. Maybe we can get the finances for you if we can make some kind of, since you were planning on building anyway with zero cash flow when you open, this could be an alternative for you. And we'll see. So don't be intimidated because it's out of your price range. If the bank is going to finance, then they're sure you're going to be successful. As far as success goes, Bank of America, year 2017 or 18, I don't know what year it was, had a 99.75% success rate for dentists that bought practices. Nobody went under. There were some failures, I'm sure, but the failures generally are people who get involved in drugs and alcohol. So I base it on that. I said you're going to be successful based on the bank statistics. You should absolutely talk to your bankers, talk to your attorneys, talk to your accountants. Let's see if we can make this happen. But don't worry because you don't have all the money. Sometimes you can get sellers to hold a little bit of paper on the building so you don't have to put down as much of a down payment. Usually banks do 100% financing on the practice plus a little bit more for working capital, and they do 80% or so for the building, got to put down 20%. Well, if you don't have the 20%, sometimes the sellers will hold or take a second position or a second mortgage and help you out with that 20% down payment. Every deal is different. You have to check with your professionals, but don't be panicking because it's a little out of your price range. You're going to make the money back in dentistry, and you're going to be able to, because it's a asset. It's not a liability. In other words, it's a money-making type situation. You'll make the money back based on statistics, 99.75%. And in that area, there weren't that many pedodontists going in the northern region beyond the practice. So let's see what happens. I don't know.